Hi guys, it's the Monk. This is just an update on how I've been feeling and my diabetes, my mental health and things like that to let you know what's been going on if anyone's interested. Also a few messages for people that have been there for me through it all. Um, I'm going to start off with my diabetes talking about things you can and can't eat and my progress up to yet. I've been told I'm having my bloods done tomorrow, and if my bloods stay at what they are, 4.8 to 6.1, if they stay at that, I'll have put my diabetes in remission. I was 17 stone and I'm 6'3". I was 17 stone and something before when I was diagnosed with diabetes a few months back. I've lost all that and I'm down to just below my normal weight, 14 odd stone. I have done it, and if people have just been recently diagnosed, I know a lot of people recently have been diagnosed with diabetes, and if that is the case, don't worry, you can put it in remission, but it is very difficult to do. You have to have a lot of willpower, which I've now packed up smoking as well. 20 years I've been smoking, I've packed up, and now I'm only smoking my e-cigarette. I have had the odd crafty cigarette, I'm not gonna lie, but not really enjoyed it, so I've gone back to e-cigarette, and I've enjoyed it because I've got loads of different flavours. I've been trying different things, what works. There's a few that work, a few that don't, and I've done that. Anyway, my diabetes, I have put it. Hopefully I'll put it in remission when I have my bloods done tomorrow at doctors. I've got to my cholesterol done, vitamins and all that, because of the diet I've been on. They're worried that I haven't had the vitamins I needed in, so I'm having all that done, cholesterol and everything. I can't say I'm feeling much healthy. I'm on a diet of 800 calories a day, not even that. I was told that it was dangerous for me to do that, but I know my own body, you see. I know what my body can take. When I was on a strict diet before, and I put a lot of weight on when I was younger, I lost it all within a few months. It's been hard work due to exercising, just pure willpower. And in that way I've been very strong, and that has helped me through my mental health as well. I'll never get rid of mental health, it will always be there. It will always be a burden on me and a burden on other people that look after me and things, or have helped me. I can't say I like that about myself. I wish I could be normal sometimes, but unfortunately I ain't normal, and I ain't gonna lie. I ain't normal. Let's have a look at it. Not strange, but I'm not normal. I can't help that. It's just if I didn't have mental illness, which is a part of me what I've had to accept, then it just wouldn't be me. Also, I've done it by just eating strawberries. I have the occasional fruit, I have the occasional apple, but sometimes apples you send me blood sugars high, which they will do. They've got natural sugar in you. You've just got to eat very small portions, but you can eat normally. I've done it, lost a lot of weight, because what the doctors tend to do, they treat the sugar in your system by giving you, to break, obviously tablets or insulin. You get to break it down. I had type 2. My sugar levels was 11.6, like I said before, and I've got them down to between 4 and 5, and 6 is normal, okay? And that's a real big thing for me, because I was so scared when I got it, because I know what my grandma went through when she had it. You can't eat what you want. You can't. There's certain things you have to stop doing altogether. I felt basically like I do like a bit of snap, you know what I mean? I'm not I weren't fat, but I put on a bit of weight. I've lost all that now. My belly's virtually flat now, which it used to be anyway. But obviously, due to playing computer games a lot, lockdown, I weren't going out, I'm going to be honest, weren't exercising like I should be doing. I'll put a bit of weight on like we all do. A lot of people have been diagnosed with, obviously, diabetes, it's a well-known fact. But hopefully, it's very, very, very rare to do. But hopefully I'll put it in remission. If I have, it's going to be a real big thing for me. I will celebrate that, to be fair, because I don't celebrate many things. Not only will it be a big achievement, hopefully it'll inspire other people never to just think if you've got diabetes, it's not over. If you eat just vegetables, all I was eating is vegetables and like tuna and boiled eggs. Don't have any more than about 5 boiled eggs a day. Yeah, you got large eggs because the small eggs tend to have more stuff in them, and the larger eggs tend not to have. Because I mean, you can have 5 eggs in a day, and it'll be like 300 calories. Then you've got your tuna, which has got nothing in it, but it has to be tuna in spring water. I have tuna chunks in spring water. Go up. Mace, because I don't like any other tuna at the minute. I don't know. It's just not, you can eat sardines and salmon, red salmon. I don't like salmon. I like sardines, but a lot of them have got a lot of fat in them. You can't have saturated fats. You can't have fatty stuff at all. So you can't have a fried egg or oat. It's a lot of things like that, you can't. I mean, I'm not going to lie, it's like having a fried breakfast every now and again. Proper Sunday dinner. I've had to cut all my carbs out completely. They tell you not to do that, but I've done that. And to do what I've done, it does work. Just by eating fruit and veg, eggs, boiled eggs, tuna, even spring water, flavoured water and diet lemonade. Right? That's all I've been eating. Vegetables and, salad stuff. Spring onions. Onions are good for sugar, bringing sugar levels down. Red onions are pretty good for that. You can eat stuff like brown rice and grilled chicken, grilled turkey steak. You can eat that. Strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, things like that. Any berries are pretty good in antioxidants, and they help bring sugar levels down. It's a proven fact. I've been eating a lot of strawberries. They don't tend to have a negative effect on your blood sugars either. And at first, when I was diagnosed with diabetes, there wasn't enough information, and the information that was available was confusing as hell. And I'm talking, that's a diet. If you want to lose weight rapidly by eating, I wouldn't advise doing what I'm doing because it could be dangerous for you. It's dangerous for me. I've been told it's dangerous. But I know my own body and I know what it can do. And I know the limits. If I need to eat, I will eat. And I've always got a constant bag of jelly babies in my bag, just in case my sugar levels go too low with me having medication. And I know I need to eat because my body says, look, you need to eat. I'm feeling a bit woozy and I'm feeling a bit, so I know I need to eat. And then I eat. The signs of low blood sugars can be a lot more dangerous than the high sugar and low blood sugar can be as much as dangerous as each other. You've got to be very careful and make sure you've got to equally balance it all out. It's been very difficult due to not having the information available to me, and I was just given medication, told I had diabetes, and jog on. Right? I had to get my own. Obviously, this is before I got my money situation sorted out. I had to go and get my glucose machine, test my blood. I've got 2 of them now. I got to the point where it was making me more ill than I was. I was worried about my blood sugars all the time. I was bothered by it, and it was like my doctor said yesterday that I'm letting it get to me a bit. And it's bothering me a bit, and that's due to my mental illness. It's due to who I am. I overreact. It's not helped my anxiety. My anxiety levels have been really bad lately. But anyway, hopefully tomorrow, the doctor said if the blood sugar's still the same as what they've been like for the last month or 2, then I'll have put it in remission. And that will be I'll be taking off my medication. So let's hope that happens, because that'll at least be something to smile about, even though I've not got much. Right, that's my diabetes out of the way, and let's talk about my depression. Now, my anxiety levels have been really bad lately. I've felt like giving up a few times. Like, I'm going to explain something, right? Before, when like I lost my account on PS4, I'm just saying this for instance, yeah, and I was borrowing games off friends and I was called a scrounger, a tramp, and all that. And to be honest with you, I didn't like borrowing games. I did feel a bit horrible about it, borrowing my mates' accounts, things like that. And I had a broken out, clamped out PS4 I was using for years, you know, and financial things started. I was in debt, and a lot of things going on. I've managed now to get. I got all the step change. I've sorted all my debts out. Well, it's getting sorted. Because obviously I was in bad relationships. Got into a lot of debt, and I'm trying to sort that situation out. Because it's not the problem. I'm just saying like how things have been improving. And even though I don't feel any different, I'm still improving what's going on. I've now got a PlayStation 5, and the next gen Xbox, and a Nintendo Switch, all with my own games, you know, and two controllers with both, fucking brand new headsets, fucking 4K monitor. So I've got my own stuff again. I'm starting to feel, you know, a little bit of me comes through there because I like to have my own things, and I don't like to borrow anything off anyone. I don't borrow anything. I actually borrowed the guy who borrowed one of my friends. Who borrowed me his account. I actually borrowed my account not long back. But obviously, because I haven't done it for a while, it affected me things, so I take it back. But at the end of the day, I did pay the favour back, so it weren't too bad. And it's like, my things are improving and things are getting better, but I don't feel any better, you know. My health's improving. My blood pressure was sky high a few months back. Now it's come down. Obviously, we're losing weight and things, so that's improved, and it's normal now. The doctor's not worried about it anymore. My sugar levels have come down, which is a major plus. But the thing is, I've been asking for help due to my depression. I'm on venlafaxine, a very high dose. It makes me very tired, makes me very drowsy, and we're having diabetes as well. It's quite hard to manage everything. It's been very difficult, and it triggered my mental illness off even worse not longer back. And I felt I always like I'm getting tested at the moment. They've got to investigate why I've been going dizzy still, because that's the reason they found out I was diabetic, because I kept complaining I was going dizzy a lot, I was going lightheaded, and I couldn't understand it. And I was having pain in my eye, so I've now got to wait for scans on my eye, scans on my head. I might have to have my heart checked again, and I've got pains in my shoulder, my left shoulder, which I've got to have therapy on because I'm having constant pain. I've had constant backache and back pain, lower back pain under my ribs and that for quite a long time. Not long back I had problems with my liver, my kidneys I had issues with. Now that's resolved. I've been putting steroid inhalers because my asthma's getting worse. I've packed up smoking. I don't know whether I mentioned that earlier, but I've packed up smoking. I've lost a lot of weight. I've lost 3.5 stone in a few months. Quick, but I wanted to the quicker that I put my diabetes in remission, the better, because the longer I have it, the longer it will take for me to put it in remission. It's very rare for anyone to put diabetes in remission, and if I have done it, it'll be very rare. And it's like, I will be so happy because it's a battle I didn't think I'd win. Because several times I'd ring my girlfriend up or ring my family members and say, look, I can't do this. I'm going to fail. And that's not me to talk like that. And I'm in a situation now and I'm looking at myself and I'm thinking, do you know what, I look better. I don't really feel much better. It's my mental health now. That's always been the problem. I've suffered over the past few years due to mental health. I'm on, like I said, I'm on strong medication and diazepam, and they can't give it to me every week, but they do give it to me on occasions where my anxiety is really bad. I went to my doctor's on 30th of last month, a couple of days ago. I'm back down home to get medication, not back home. I'm home as in home to get my mental health sorted out and the other stuff going on. I've been struggling. I've not really been talking much about anything to anyone really. I find it very hard to open up. And I've had people say, "Oh, open up, talk to me." It's not that easy anymore. I just think, what's the point? No one can understand what you're going through, and it's like I've been asking for help lately, and I've been told there just isn't any. And it really upset me yesterday or the day before, because I was sitting there thinking, you know what? There's me asking for help. They tell you if you've got a problem with mental health, seek help. I've rung Mind Up. I've rung Samaritans, which are quite helpful. They can't really do anything. They can just talk to you, which is sometimes a good thing if you're not feeling right. Or sometimes you just don't want to open up about it. I've had to refer myself for therapy due to mental health. I'm waiting on mental health to get back to me. I've had to ring Mind Up. I've had to ring all different mental health charities, and they just don't. I've not had it. I've had experience where they don't answer the phone. They've not got back to me, and when they have, mine sent me a number to ring. I can't get through on it. I've tried about 30, 40 times. I've just gave up now. You can't get through. So. Other people might have had a good experience, but with mental health system at the minute, I just feel let down. I'm there begging for help, and I'm then getting told by my mental health nurse that there just isn't any support for me, and it's disheartening. Because I'm begging for help. I have been. I broke down in doctors the other day because I can't cope with things. I'm struggling a little bit. And I just need a bit of support. And I basically got told they're in tennis, so shut up and jog on. And I was there thinking to myself, well, what do you do? What do I have to do to get help? You know, what does it have to come to? I'm not going to say the word in a video, because there is people that watch this, and I don't really want people to think of me like that. But, you know, there has been occasions where I've just wanted to give up, I'm not going to lie. And I don't know where I got the strength from to keep going, because my life has been upside down. And I did bring on a lot of it on myself. A lot of the problems I had brought onto me, but I just didn't have the strength to sort them out on my own. And I don't know how I've done it on my own, to be honest with you. I really don't. And the things I've gone through, it's been unreal. I've not had much family support. I mean, I have had a little bit, but not as much as I should have had. I mean, if it were the other way around, I would help any of my family or friends if they were going through shit I've been going through. And people say to me, my dad said to me, I'm estranged from family because I stopped talking to people. I stopped opening up to them. I stopped telling them stuff. That's mainly because I gave up with my family. They weren't there for me when I needed them, but they were all saying, "Oh, you weren't there for me. You weren't there for this, that, and other." But yeah, when it come down to it, they just, you know, I just didn't have family support. My girlfriend now, she'll say that it's disgusting. You know, none of my family supported me through what I've been going through, and I've not had any support from anybody, even though I've asked for help. I mean, there's been friends and certain family members that have helped me a lot. I mean, my son brought me up here, and my dad sometimes will bring me up here, and so I can get help and stuff, because they all know I'm trying. My mother, I've not seen my mother in years. I don't really speak to my mum that much after what she's done to the family. It's been very difficult. I won't say I hate her, but I've not forgiven her for what she's done. She's not, I've not really been the greatest mother in the world. I mean, I remember ringing my mum up and a few years ago saying, "Mum, I'm struggling," and she put the phone down on me. It's not really something a mother does. So, anyway, that's enough of that. But it's just, there's just not enough support. And everything that I'm going through, I've had to do it myself, and I've had no support. And I've also had nobody answer the phone either. When I've tried to ring mental health support and charities due to mental health, I've tried ringing everybody and I've had just no response. And it's been weeks and weeks gone by. I just feel a bit let down. And I mean, I've been ill since. I know there's a lot of people going through the same thing. There's a lot of people that need help as well as myself, and I'm not saying there isn't. But when you're not feeling very good, you don't think like that. You don't think, "Oh, hang on, I'll wait, I'll be patient because there's someone else feeling the same way." No, you're thinking, "I want to get better." Well, I know I'm not going to get better. I was told the other day, because I've had it for so long, I'm not going to get rid of it. It'll always be there. It'll always be a burden on me. It will always be a burden on everybody that I care about. Because it's not just me that has to deal with this every single day. The way I am, the way I feel. The people that care about me have to suffer too. And that's something I just couldn't bear to live with. And I always used to say, I don't want to be a burden to anybody. I've always been very independent, very, very private person, and I just don't like being a burden. I don't like relying on people. I like to be my own self, and I've not felt myself for a while. The point I'm trying to make, because I'm rambling, there's just no support. And I was told the other day when I asked for help that there isn't any. Just plain and simple, there just isn't any. What do? Keep suffering until I can't suffer no more? Is that what I've got to do? Because to me that feels wrong. Because they tell you to ask for help, and then when you ask for help, you get told there isn't any. I know there's a shortage of staff. I know there's the funding's been cut for mental health, which I've got no idea why. There's no end of people suffering with mental health, and a lot of people have been going through the same thing. It's just empty doors all the time. And I said to him, mental health nurse, the other day, I said, "Look, I feel empty. I've never felt alone like I've been doing in my own head lately. I can be around no end of people I care about, I know, and I can just feel on my own in my head. Right? No one understands me, or I don't feel like they do. No matter how many times you explain it, you go, "Oh, yeah, I understand. No, you don't. You can't say you understand when someone's going through that, because you don't know what goes through someone's head." And that's the point I'm trying to make. And people go, "Oh yeah, Monk, oh yeah, Paul, come and talk to me if you need someone to talk." Why? You're not going through what I'm going through. You don't go through what I go through every day. Everybody's different with mental illness. Everybody has a different experience. I can't explain how I feel to you or anybody, because it's just so. It's like you let people down and you let your son down every day, and you just feel such a burden on everybody, and like you just don't. I don't want to be like that. I've always felt like that. Just like I don't want to bother people. If I need help and I'm asking for help, then it's not just tablets you need when you're mental health. It's like they just give you pills and say, "Look, jog on." I was told the other day I'm going to have to live with it. Nah, that's a mental health telling me that I've got to live with my mental illness, and there's no support for me. I'm sorry, but I don't agree with that. I can't accept that. And I won't accept it. I was quite angry when she said that to me, to be fair. I didn't express my anger because, I don't do things like that. Only when it's necessary. But I just felt let down by it. Like, what are you supposed to do if you're not feeling very good? End it all because you're getting no help, and that's what no-ended people have done, and it's just not good enough. It's really not good enough. What do you want me to walk? Do you want me to walk through town with a label around me saying, I'm Paul, I've had mental illness since I was 16, I've got depression, anxiety and other things going wrong with me. Is that all I've got to do? Can anyone help me? It's ridiculous. Honestly, it is. It's ridiculous. It's, it's like this video, like there's these two guys on YouTube made a video, walked around a fucking train station with a label saying I've got depression, as if that'd work. You know what I mean? It just wouldn't work. They obviously went to a nice train station and it was all set up. Because I can guarantee, if I walk around town saying I'm mentally ill, I get laughed at all that place. I just would, honestly. I think, what a twat. I shouldn't have to do that. I don't want to do that. I shouldn't have to label myself as being depressed. Saying, I've got depression, I've got anxiety. People still have stigmata about people being ill and having mental illness. So keep you crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not schizophrenic or out. Well, my brother is, but I'm not. I just have issues, man. Like, I can't help who I am. So I mean, I don't. Do you think I want depression? I think I don't want to live with it. No, do I? Heck, I don't want to live with depression all my life. But I know it's a part of me that I can't get rid of. I've tried over 20 odd years now. I can't get rid of it. It's just a part of me I've had to accept, whether I like it or not. I've never felt so alone in my head though. It's like lights are on, I'm home, but I'm not looking through my eyes, and that's weird to explain it like that. But it feels like that. It just feels like you're on your own. You're lonely in your head, even though you're not. I can be around people I know, I care about, and I just want to be on my own. But yeah, I don't want to be on my own. If that makes any sense. Say if I was around my friends now, I go, I just want to get away from everyone. And then when you're away from everyone, you think, why did I do that? Because I don't want to be on my own, in my head. I need someone to talk to about my problems, but I can't open up about them at the same time. So it just makes things hard work. Like, see, I'm having trouble now explaining it. It's so horrible. Like, you feel like you're looking through someone else's eyes, but they're not yours. You don't feel yourself. You don't want to be yourself because you don't like who you are, but yet you don't know who you are anymore, if that makes any sense either. Because that's exactly how I can explain it. I don't know who I am anymore. I've forgotten who I am because I've lived this way for that long. And the doctor said to me the other day, you are who you are. You'll have to just try and live with what you've got wrong with you. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just one of them things. And I couldn't accept that. Because there is people that recover from mental illness. It never goes away. But you see, my anxiety is that bad. And I mean that bad. It's affected me going out. It's affected me doing stuff. When I go out, I have little rituals where I take my bag with me. Like, I have to have water in it in case I have a panic attack and I can't swallow and things like that shit. I've got OCD, which triggered that off. I've got a separation anxiety due to when my ex left. It triggered me illness off even more. So yeah, there's been quite a few things that I've had trouble explaining to people. And I do videos because I'm talking to myself and I can explain it better. But I was talking to somebody, I couldn't do it. You see, that hurts because I should be able to tell people how I feel. And I go to doctors, I always come out and I say, I should have said this, I should have said that, but I didn't. Because I always think, what's the point? No one's listening to me anyway, no one gives a shit. And maybe they do, maybe they don't, but it just feels like that sometimes when you're not feeling yourself, you're not feeling great. My mental illness has took a battering, I mean, I had mental illness before bloody lockdown. It was getting bad. To the point where I never went out for fucking years, and I do you know what? Like I gave up. Maybe because I've been through a lot and I ain't had the support I should have had through all my illnesses and whatever I've been going on. It contributed to a lot of things. My confidence went down pan. I used to be quite a confident person, not anymore. I don't believe in myself like I should do. I have no faith in the things I can achieve and things like that. But you won't think it if you met me. You'd think, oh wow, he's quite confident, but I'm not. It's just a front. I've always put a front on. Never. I always try and put this hard exterior on, but it doesn't always work because I can see through it. So, obviously because I know myself, but I'm not that type of person. I'd help anybody and things like that, but just lately I've just started to think, well, what's the point? You know. It's like I'd help everybody if I could. You know what I mean? It's like the guy in town the other day that was homeless, and I went out of my way to get him something to eat, gave him some money, some cigarettes, because I knew he smoked, a drink, and do you know what? I felt good because like I'd help someone else, and there's little things like that. Do you know what I mean? It brings out a little bit of me because I'd go out of my way to help anybody, and I didn't record it because to me it's not about. I don't want praises for it. I don't want to think. I just want to be a human being, and I want people to treat me the same way. Not obviously not give me sausage rolls like, but treat me as a human being, and that's all I've ever wanted. You know what I mean? To have respect, and the people get it back. To me, there's nothing wrong with being a human being, and it sometimes being a human being it's more powerful than words could ever say. Just being a human being by just being kind and just helping others. And I just wish that I'd have had that compassion when I've been ill and people have been that compassionate towards me. Then maybe I wouldn't have been like I was. Or obviously I'll be like I was, but it wouldn't have been half as bad. Sometimes when someone's going through that, just a bit of compassion and try and understand. I mean, mental illness it's not a thing you can just get rid of. Sometimes people have it all their lives, like I'll have it all my life. I've just got to learn to live with it, which is right. What she said is right, but it's hard to accept because I don't want to be like this. I mean, 1 minute I can be okay, and the next minute I can be so low. I have bad nightmares, bad dreams, I wake up sometimes sweating and I don't know what's going on. I feel horrible. And some days I get up, I want to fight on, and then some days I don't. And no matter who I'm around, I just always feel on my own, in my head and things don't ever go away. No matter what's going on in my life, it just don't seem to ever change. I could have $1 trillion or £1 trillion in bank. I could have everything in the world, but I'd still feel like there's something missing. And that's me. I'd be there, but the spirit's somewhere else. You know what I mean? I've always felt like that. I've never accepted. Like, you're meant to feel happy with who you are, you're meant to love yourself and all that. I've never done that, to be honest. I mean, I do love certain things about myself, like how kind I can be, how loving and caring I can be. But on the other hand, I hate my illnesses, I hate about the things going. I mean, at the moment I've got one thing after another, a lot going on. And it's took its toll. And to be honest with you, I can't wait to have an holiday because I've needed one for years. You know what? next year I think I'm going to have one, an holiday. And I think it's been long overdue. Yeah, anyway guys, I'm rambling now. I just want to cut, I don't want this video to be that long. People will never watch it. I want people to listen to what I've said, because everything I've said is important. If anyone's going through the same thing, please comment down below. There just isn't support for people with mental illnesses, and I just want to make people aware that there just should be. There should be more help, because there's no end of people suffer in silence and suffer behind closed doors, and no one just, if no one knows about it, then at least if anything happened to me in years to come due to things, I hope people don't forget me. Do you know what I mean? I think that's more or less what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? I always want to leave a legacy behind. That's why I always try to do motivational videos, which some people get bored of, or I do try and twist things up a little. I don't always do motivational videos and things like that. I just try and be me in my videos, express how I feel in videos, which is sometimes very hard to do. I try and be more creative. But, you know, when you're not feeling in the creative mind, I always try and make videos for my subscribers, because obviously, you know, every one of you mean a lot to me, being subscribed, and it gives me a reason to, you know, keep going doing these videos, which helps me with depression, helps me with my illnesses and things, and it gives me a platform to express how I feel. Hopefully I help other people by talking about it, and if anyone goes through the same thing, like I said, comment down below and let me know about your experiences. Like, everyone's mental illness experience is different than everyone else's. Everyone's different. That's why it's your head, it's your mental illness, it's not someone else's. Everybody has different experiences to different illnesses. Like, some people can get flu and just have burning up, and then next day they're fine. Some people get burn up, turns into something else, and blah blah blah. It's the same thing with mental illness. Everyone expresses and goes through different experiences. My experience since I've been 18, when I've had depression, it's not been a positive one, and the mental health system really just not worked for me. Might work for you, but it's not worked for me. Maybe my approach to it when I was younger didn't help either. I used to be alright, not bad, I'm not going to lie. I always wanted things to happen. I've always been the same. I've always wanted things to happen there and then. I'm very impatient. I've been waiting nearly a year now for help. That's when I asked for help, and it's just been, I've got to wait now for mental health to get back to me, which is taking its toll. I mean, I need help now, and I know I can't have it now, and there's other people need help as well, and I understand that. There's people go through a lot of worse than I mean, you don't think like that though when you're going through what you're going through. You just want help, and you just want answers. Answers I will never have. Answers I'll never get. And the answers I want is, when is it going to go away? It's never going to go away. It's always going to be there back in my mind, whether it's going to come back when one minute I could be feeling okay for a few weeks, and then bang, it'd be there again. You know, just little things could trigger me off. So it's hard. It's not an easy thing to live with. It has been very difficult. I hope no one goes through what I've been going through, and if you have experienced the things I've experienced, do try and seek help, even though there just isn't any right now. And it's horrible to say that, but for me and my experience, I've had no help whatsoever. I was given medication that I was on years ago, and I was told to jog on. I asked for help again the other day. I broke down, like I said. I told the doctor how I was feeling, and she turned around and said to me, "I'm sorry, but there just isn't any support right now. Here's a few numbers, ring them." I rung them, and they gave me another number to ring someone else. I rung them up, And then I rung Mind up, which I don't think, if anyone doesn't know what Mind is, Mind's a mental health charity. And they told me, they gave me another number to ring. I rung that, no answer, nobody responds. I left them an email. I've rung another charity where I am, and for mental health, they turned around and said they've not even got back to me. This is weeks ago. I keep trying and trying and trying. I'm getting nowhere. I understand there's other people out there that need help as well, but when you're not feeling very good at that time, you can come across as selfish, and that's one thing I'm not. I do understand that there are those other people that need help too, and I hope they get it. Sometimes we all need a bit of support when we're going through some stuff. And the amount of stuff I've been through without any support whatsoever is, I don't know how I got through it. And I don't know how I'm still standing. Because the amount of stuff that I've been through due to my mental health, diabetes and everything else going wrong with me at the minute, and all my appointments and everything that's going on, I'm surprised I'm still standing. Because I just don't know how I've done it. I've had no help from anywhere. I mean, my son's brought me up here or took me home, and that's all they can offer because they've got their own lives. My son's got his own family. I haven't been there for him for a few years, and then I turn up again and needing help, and I've had to build that relationship up as well as try and sort my son out. It's been very difficult to do because I just can't I can't tell him how I feel, and it just doesn't come out. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to be a burden to anybody. And I think that's horrible to think that when you need your family, you just should be there for each other. And I don't know, I don't know what to say to that. I mean, if any of my family do watch this video, and give me a call sometime, it'd mean a lot to me, so. But anyway. And just a message to everyone that's been there for me through all this. Thank you, and it means a lot to me that you've been there for me. And even though I've had no support from mental health or anything like that, or any dietitian or anything due to me diabetes, nothing, I do appreciate what you've done for me, and you mean a lot to me. And if it weren't for you guys, I would not be where I am today, even though I'm not getting anywhere as such. But it's down to you that I've got this far, and you gave me strength and helped me get through it. And the people that sent me nice messages on YouTube and things like that, I appreciate things like that. It means a lot to me, it really does, especially when I've been going through so much crap and I've not felt the best, and I still don't, but it does help, lifts me up a little bit, and it's what I need right now. So anyway guys, thanks for listening. I'm sorry this video was a bit drawn out, but sometimes I can't always get it in a two-minute video. It's just impossible to do it. And I thought I'd explain how I've been going on and how I've been getting on and what progressing and what's been happening. So anyway guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and read my videos, and peace out.